Hey guys, it's Kylie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a makeup try on. This one's a little different than a smash or trash because this makeup is actually from my Tj Maxx haul that I recently did. If you haven't watched that, please go do so. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up button if you like it, and turn on your bell notifications because that really does help me a lot. So the makeup that I picked up was a Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation and the Beauty Blender, the Leveler Pore Minimizing Primer Smooth and Fill. Now, I have tried the Beauty Blender foundation in the past and I know I really liked it, and I ended up finding the shade 1.5, which, if I remember correctly, was my shade. So when I saw that, I was super excited, but I have never tried the primer, so I thought I'd give it a shot. The foundation was $12.99 and it says it compares at $22. Let me check that on the site though. On Sephora's website, it says it's $40, but actually it's on sale right now for $20. So, interesting. I still got it way cheaper than either way. The primer I got for $7.99. It says compare at $13.50, but let's check that on the site too. Okay, yeah, so this is actually originally $32, and on here it says compare at $13.50, but this is also on sale on their website for $24. Again, I got it for $7.99. So either way, I did get it way cheaper, which is great. I'm just wondering if these are older and that's why they were at TJ Maxx, or because they are on sale at Sephora, if they're just trying to get rid of a lot of inventory and I just put them in TJ Maxx. So I did want to try out the foundation again because I haven't tried it in a really long time. I do remember loving it, but I thought I'd try it again, one, to see if I still love it, and two, maybe to try to remember some differences to see if it is older, if it forms differently. And then the primer I've never tried before. I thought it'd be nice to try. It's kind of like a stash or trash, but also I've used this one before. So this is the foundation itself. It comes in a cute little bottle. You click this to the side to be able to pump down. The foundation comes out through this little hole here and into this little Beauty Blender shaped thingy. So then it just gives you a surface to plop your Beauty Blender on and then put it on. The problem that I had originally with this though is sometimes it would overshoot, or sometimes it wouldn't shoot enough and it would clog up in this little space here. It wasn't that big of a deal, and I did love the packaging so much with being able to use this part that I ended up using it for a bunch of other foundations. I would squirt my foundation in here after this foundation was gone, you know, clean it when you're done, and just continue to use it for foundations, concealers, stuff like that. It's great for mixing. It's just great for using. I already prepped my skin. I moisturized. I used my Farsali Liquid Glass Radiance Skin Serum. This stuff is amazing. If you have never tried it, I've still got half a bottle. I got this in a BoxyCharm a little while ago, and this just makes your skin so nice and gives it just a little bit of a glow. It also has a little bit of tack to it, so it helps with your foundation and everything too. With all that being said, let's go into the primer. It does say either use a Beauty Blender to pounce it in or just use your fingertips. This one has more of a squeezy tube top. Also, this one does have a shade to it. It says light medium. It says it's supposed to smooth large pores, fine lines, and uneven texture with a featherweight mattifying primer. So I guess I didn't read that part. I don't really like matte products on me, but that's okay. High performance silicone, create velvety canvas, and a humidity proof barrier to lock makeup in place so your look lasts. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see my skin. Okay, hopefully that helps you a little bit better to be able to see some differences. I don't know how much of this to use. I've just put a little bit on my finger and then I'll tap it with my other one. I'm just gonna start and put it on one side of the face so that we can see how much of a difference it makes. It seems to blend in so smooth, like so well. There's no resistance to it at all, which is really nice. I'm gonna go over my smile lines as well. To be honest, I'm not seeing a huge difference right away, but after the foundation is on, it might help. I'm just gonna finish the rest of my face and then I'll come back. I'm gonna actually put some on the container for the foundation and then go in with the Beauty Blender and see how it applies that way. Just apply it all over the face. I normally don't with pore filling primers. I just focus on where my pores are. I can't tell if this has a tint to it either, so if it does, I want to make sure it's all over. Okay, I've got it all applied, and I don't know if the difference is applying it everywhere or applying it with the Beauty Blender itself, but I can tell a huge difference. My pores are totally smooth. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera for you guys and if you'll be able to tell, but that made a huge difference. It feels tacky, which is good because it'll help the foundation sit. So far, I am really impressed with that and I really like it. All right, so let's just move on to foundation now. Ooh, I can feel it resisting. Ooh, there it comes. I don't know how much I'm gonna use. From what I can remember, 1.5 was my shade before. But it is also summer right now, and I do believe I used it in winter, so I probably would have been a lot lighter than what I am now, but it still might work. I guess we will see. So I've got it in, pouncing it on the surface, and let's go. That's a good shade match. That's a good shade match. That makes me so happy. I'm gonna try to just do half of my face so that you can see the difference. The foundation itself says it's a buildable whipped liquid. It can be layered to medium, from medium to maximum coverage to address both tone and texture. Never dull or greasy. Has a velveteen finish that looks picture perfect in real life and on screen. Okay, here is the side done versus the side not done. So far, I do like the coverage. I have one basically small layer on, so you can still see my freckles peeking through. There's no really redness peeking through, which I really like. I like to still be able to see my freckles, so I enjoy that. I don't particularly go for full coverage all the time, but I'm gonna finish up this side and we might do another layer just to see how it works. Okay, a couple things. Number one, this is not my shade. I don't know how at first I thought it was. In my monitor, it's a lot brighter. Right here in front of the mirror, it's really dark, but when I turn to the side and actually use the sunlight coming in, I look like a ghost. That's not my shade. The other thing, the finish of it is not bad at all. I like it. It's not matte, but it's not dewy or anything. But it is emphasizing a lot of texture, especially on my forehead. I did get sunburnt up here the other day, just right there. And I have a dry spot from like peeling and stuff, and it is showing that texture a lot. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but it's showing a lot of texture. And it's really starting to sit in my smile lines, not in a good way. And I think if I can remember right, that's one of the reasons I stopped wearing this foundation. I don't know if I just didn't focus enough primer in my smile lines or if it's the foundation itself. I don't know, the more I'm looking at it, the more matte I look, and I don't like that, but that could be because of the primer since it is a mattifying primer. I think my nose has a lot of texture to it too. My nose is one of my biggest dry spots, and again, I don't know if that's the foundation or the primer or a mix of both. I'm just not loving the way this is looking right now. I'm gonna go off camera, finish the rest of my face, and then we'll be back and see what it looks like all done up. Okay, so makeup is done. Not exactly how I intended it to be, but it's all right. So far, what I've noticed is it looks much better now, color-wise for sure, after I put on contour and stuff like that, blush, added some more color. For the most part, it's not that bad, but it is accentuating the dryness still, or just skin texture on my forehead. It's going in my smile lines a lot. And the other thing I noticed is I must have been making weird faces or something when putting on my lipstick, I don't know. But there's like a little crease right here I can see, so it creases very, very easily, and I'm not a big fan of that. I did set it with a little bit of powder, but I don't like using a lot of powder just because my skin is dry. So maybe if I set it with more powder, that would help. I just don't want to go overboard. I think the light coat that I did should be good enough. From far away, it definitely looks good. It's just when I look close up and peek at things. And another thing I am noticing is in my like nose area, it's like creasing in there too. Creasing and caking. I mean, for $13, it's not that bad, but I don't think this is a foundation that I would wear out and about. Maybe it looks okay on camera that I can be able to wear it just for filming purposes, but not a huge fan. And I remember really liking this. Like I went through the whole bottle when I had this last time. So I don't know, again, maybe it is the primer, maybe maybe it's just an older bottle of foundation that it's not working well, but the more I'm thinking about it, the more I do remember having these same issues when I used it before. I do remember it getting in the smile lines and not wanting to use it because of that. I just don't remember accentuating as much, like in my forehead area. I don't have that bad of skin texture or anything, and it's just this one dry spot. But even like around here, it just doesn't look the best. Now in this area right here, and that's where I really focus primer, looks really good. It looks like the pores are gone and everything. So that's great, but I don't know. I think I would definitely pass on this. I would not purchase it again. I don't know if I'll use it again or not. I guess we'll find out. I am happy that I got them and was able to try them, especially the foundation again, because I love trying things that like you used to love and then see where it is at now. And I know my face changed a little bit since then. I think that was 2 years ago that I had it. So it has matured a little more and everything, but not that much to where I feel like it's making that big of a difference. I've always had my smile lines and stuff. That's always been an issue, but I don't know. Again, looks good from far away. Maybe for pictures, something, I don't think I would go out with it on. Maybe. We'll try it out sometime. I'll keep it on for the rest of the day. If I have any good updates about it or anything, I'll let you know. I'll post it in the description box if there's any other updates, but other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys have ever tried these products and what you think of them. It might just be my skin type too that it doesn't work the best with. I thought I remembered this works for dry skin and oily skin, but maybe more for the oily skin side. So just let me know your thoughts and hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.